if you remember in the previous lecture, right, we have started with the exercise 3.2 and we have completed up to question number 6. Now today we are going to start with the question number 7. So let's have a look over the question number 7, students. Give 3 pairs of prime numbers whose difference is 2. You have to write certain pairs of prime numbers in such a manner that when you subtract them, difference means when you subtract them, you get a result as 2, right? So I have written certain pairs, students, in front of you, right? You can add more also. First one is 13 and 11. Next one is 19 and 17. Next one 3 and 5. Next 5 and 7. Students, if you see that when you find the subtraction, when you find the difference of all these numbers, you get the difference as 2. Say 13 and 11, the differences of 2. 19, 17, differences of 2. 3 and 5, differences of 2. 5 and 7, differences of 2. Students, along with that, I want to give one more information that when you subtract two prime numbers and when you get the difference as 2, when you subtract the prime numbers and when you get the difference as 2, such prime numbers are also called as twin primes. Twin primes, right? When you subtract the prime numbers and when you get the answer as 2, so such prime numbers are called twin primes. Is it okay, students? Next question is, which of the following numbers are prime? Which of the following numbers are prime? That means there are 4 numbers, right? And we have to see that, student, which number is a prime number. So let's see here. 23. Is 23 a prime number? Yes, because 23 have only 2 factors, 1 and itself. So 23 is a prime number. What about 51, students? Students, 51 come in the table of 3, right? So we are having more than 2 factors, right? So we cannot consider 51 as my prime number. Also it will come in the tables of 17 also. So this is not a prime number. So I put a cross. 37 is a prime number. Yes, 37 is a prime number because it has 2 factors, 1 and 37. Next one is 26. 26 is not a prime number. Last digit is even, so it is divisible by 2 also. 13 also. So I am not considering this as a prime number. Is it okay, students? Okay, students, now let's see the question number 9. Write 7 consecutive composite numbers. So first of all, let me clear this word consecutive. Consecutive numbers means the numbers which come one after the another. For example, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I call 7 and 9, so they are not the consecutive numbers, right? So 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. So these are what? These are the consecutive numbers, right? So we have to write consecutive composite numbers, right? Consecutive भी है और वो composite भी होना चाहिए. Less than 100. It should be less than 100. They should be composite also. Less than 100 also. So that there is no prime number between them. So they added so many conditions with us. The number should be less than 100. They should be composite numbers. They should not have any prime numbers between them. So see the answer of this, student, that is 90. We'll start from 90. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. These all are the, students, the numbers which are composite also, less than 100 also, and don't have any prime numbers in between them. Yes, but when you write another number after 96, there is a prime number, that is 97. So here question number 3 ends. Question number 9 ends. Question number 10, students, express each of the following numbers as the sum of 3 odd primes, right? Express each of the following numbers as the sum of 3 odd primes. So first one is 21. So 21 you have to write in such a manner that it should include 3 prime numbers, right? And it should be odd, as all prime numbers are odd only except 2. That means यहाँ पे आपको 2 को यूज नहीं करना, इसके अलावा कोई भी प्राइम नंबर्स आप यूज कर सकते. They all are odd only, right? But you have to use 3 prime numbers, right? So 21, it can be written as 3 plus 7 plus 11. If you add them, students, you will get 21. Next one is 31. So 31 can be written as 3 plus 5 plus 23. 53. 53 can be written as 13 plus 17 plus 23. If you add them, you will get 53. 61 can be written as 7 plus 13 plus 41, right? So if you add them, you will get 61. Is it okay, students? Okay, students, now let's see the question number 11. Write 5 pairs of prime numbers less than 20. That means you have to write 5 pairs of the prime numbers, but it should be less than 20, whose sum is divisible by 5. Whose sum is divisible by 5. That means you have to write 5 pairs, right? All the numbers that will be there in the 5 pairs, it should be less than 20. They should be prime number also, and when you add them, you should get the number which is divisible by 5. So see here, students, my 5 pairs. You can make your own combinations also. So 2 and 3, students, less than 20 we have, right? If you add them, 2 plus 3, we get 5. So 5 divided by 5, we can do it. So we'll get 1. Next one, students, 3 and 17. They are the prime numbers, less than 20 also, right? If you add them, we'll get 20. So 20 is divisible by 5. Next one, 2 and 13. If you add 2 and 13, what we get, students? We get 15. So 15 is divisible by 5. Next one, 11 and 19. 11 and 19, if you add them, so we'll get 30. 30 is divisible by 5. Last one, 7 and 13. If you add them, we get 20. So 20 is also divisible by 5. Is it okay, students? Okay, students, now let's see the last question of this exercise, right? That question is fill in the blanks. First one is, students, a number which has only 2 factors. A number which has only 2 factors is called, the numbers which have only 2 factors is called prime number. So here we'll be writing, students, prime number. Next one, a number which has more than 2 factors. Right? The numbers which have more than 2 factors, student, we call this number as composite number. Composite number. Next one, student, 1 is neither. Right? 1 doesn't have any factor, so we call the 1 as neither prime nor composite. Okay, students. Next one is the smallest prime number. Which is the smallest prime number, students? Smallest prime number is 2, right? Next one, the smallest composite number. Which number is the smallest composite number? That is 4. Why? Because 4 has 3 factors. 1, 2 and 4. So the smallest composite number is 4. Next one, the smallest even number. Which is the smallest even number, students? Is 1 an even number? No, it's an odd number. Next one, 2. So 2 is the smallest even number. Is it okay, students? I hope you understood this entire